It can just be us, and yeah, yeah. I definitely, Empress was saying that, there's a lot of women was tuning in today, and they're really, really like waiting to see on this show today what could these possible mistakes be that allegedly every woman is making. Because some women don't, they just don't make, it's not in their DNA to make a mistake.
Yeah, they ain't claiming nothing.
No, they don't, it don't happen. They don't know what that is. They haven't, they can't even spell mistake. They take the miss right out of that.
I'm looking
All right, I
for
think Empress coming right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what? 12 mistakes that every woman makes.
Huh?
Give me a little hot water, please. Half a cup. Half a cup. I have it. My Jesus! What a day in the Lord! Hallelujah!
Come on.
Woo-hoo! If I even read some of the comments already.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Some people confessing it. Some people confessing.
No, this one says, woo, this sound hot with an angry face. Why the angry face? Join us live right now. Yeah, I know. I don't fill it out. They're doing it electronic. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'm going live right now. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We are live. Let's roll.
This is Star 106.5 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Time is 4 o'clock when the nation stops to dream mind. Dream mind. So now let it show on the airway. Not my dream mind. You won't find my dream mind. From the ghetto to the apartments, hustling to the sky. From the fuse to parliament, all the freedom of the time is I got to freedom of the mind. Real is you. To freedom of the mind. Real is you. It's about that time. Ooh, got a friend of me. It's about that time. Ooh, got a friend of me. It's about that time. Ooh, got a friend of me. It's about that time. Ooh, got a friend of me.
Star 106 hits. Happy Monday, everybody. And welcome to another Motivational Monday right here on The Star, brought to you courtesy of Kalik, the beer of the Bahamas. I got to say thank you to Pinder Tile. Thank you to City of Hope, formerly Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Thank you to Muffler World, Cleveland Clinic. Thank you to KFC. It's all about those bucket deals. And of course, Pinder Tile. Good to be in your company as always. Yours truly, the Natural Empress. On a Motivational Monday, that means I am joined by Coach Ricardo Miller, who's joining us. We've missed you. It's good to have you back. I got to say shouts out to everybody locked and loaded. Channel 976 on cable, or 106.5 on the FM band. And then, of course, shouts out to our Facebook faithful. It's good to have y'all back. We are ready to roll. This one is a very, so funny when we were talking about the men and the things, the 10 fundamental things that men do, 10 wrong things that they do, mistakes that they make. Everybody was really, interested. Men were listening, and most agreed. But the minute we flipped the script and we're now going to talk about mistakes that every wife makes, right? The women are sending me angry faces as if, we don't really make no mistakes as such.
Yeah.
But I think everybody's going to get called out today, if not all 10. I think most women will be able to thine own self be true, though. Okay.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to accept your wrongs and make them right. So with that said, Coach, good to have you. Good to see you in the place. What's happening?
Listen, it's good to be back, Empress, and we gonna drop the bomb because I want to defy some odds. I want to change the game. I want to remind some people there are common sayings, Empress, that are just not right. There are some beliefs that's just not right. I'm gonna start off. This is not even on our list, but I'm gonna start off with
you ready?
Ladies,
You ain't playing.
Watch this, Empress. Women have encouraged this statement. Men have said this statement. It is a wrong statement.
Uh-oh.
You ready for this?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This suspense. Ladies have encouraged this statement. Men have said this statement, and it's a wrong statement. And that statement is happy wife, happy life. We've heard that statement before. Happy wife.
It is said over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And that only means that making the woman's happiness is the only thing that's essential, which is not true.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Is it? Yeah. It's not true. And then there's these older dudes, they say, hey, bro, you want a happy marriage? Just say yes, ma'am. Yes, boo.
Yes, hon. Yes, hon.
Yes, hon. Whatever,
Yeah.
Just yes, hon. Yes, boo. Whatever you want to do it.
Just agree.
That's a lie from the pit of hell.
Real.
So we gonna listen, ladies, you make mistakes, man, and I got to call out some of those mistakes.
Yeah.
You ready for them, Empress?
Yes. So wait, you got to now give the correct saying.
Well, it's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse,
happy house.
Happy house.
Woohoo! Say it again.
It's not happy wife, happy life. It is happy spouse, happy house.
Woo! Get them.
Yeah. Hey, listen. And so we have to unlearn. We have to change that narrative because some people are passing it on because that's what they've heard for a long. I really believe that. I believe that for a long time. I thought this whole just whatever the wife want, boy, just give the wife what she want. And here's what I told a client not so long ago. You like this, Empress? I say some women are like bucket with holes.
You ain't never full.
You ain't never full. You see what I'm saying? No matter how much you trying to pour in there. Hey man, I need a car. We need a house. I need vacation. And you like, Jesus Christ, what happened to this woman? Then you get all of the checklist, tangible things, and then they say, man, I'm emotionally satisfied. It's always something. It's always something. So we're going to talk about these 12 costly mistakes.
Gee, how we get from 10 to 12? Hold on now.
It's 12. It's
Woo,
12.
Lord Jesus. All right. Let's roll.
The truth of the matter is there are some women who would say there is more if they would be honest. Let's go with number one. And here's the deal. Ladies, once again, we've talked about the guys. And,
Yes.
and oftentimes, once again, it's happy spouse, happy house, because most of these can go both ways.
Okay.
But right now, we're talking to the woman who knows we're stepping on her toes. We're talking to the woman who say, ouch. Not he's do that too.
Yeah.
Hey, Empress. Now, listen, we ain't talking about he does do that too. We talking to you, the ladies today.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So number one, and this is what women do. And I really hope and pray that we have some women who come and say, "Blake, thank you for being honest, but I do struggle with that." Okay? So number one is poor communication. Now, let me tell you why I put poor communication as number one, Empress. Some women, man, I just talk. Talking is not communicating.
No. Can I add? Rowing is not communicating.
And rowing is not communicating. So you see where I'm going, Empress.
Yes.
Poor communication. They say, man, I told this fella 4 or 5 times. You were talking down to him. He shut right off.
I hear you.
Yeah, you. And he still ain't listening to you, because communication is where both persons clearly understand what is being expressed. Not expressing yourself clearly. Watch this, Empress. It is possible for you to say, watch this. It's possible for you to say, I told him and I got nothing what you said.
Right. Real?
You see? And watch it. Most women, but I ain't got no problem telling my dude what I need to tell him. Is he getting it done?
Ooh. Yikes. You're coming in hot, man. You're coming in hot.
Is he getting it? So that's the one. What's this? Practice active listening and making time for regular talk. I believe in regular talk. The wife and I, we would say this. Whenever we going a little bit off the cliff a little bit, we say, you ready for this? Because in other words, I'm about to say something that could be a little edgy and you could go for your feelings. So I'm trying to prep you not to go in your feelings, because I'm about to ask you something, or I'm about to challenge you in a conversation. Are you ready for it? And if you really ain't ready, because Empress, there's sometimes you walk in the house, you ain't ready. So that term says this could be a conversation you may need to say
You
no.
may not want to have right now.
You get it?
Yeah.
So there are times I'll be like, hey, babe, you ready for this? She's like, no. I'll say, okay, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right.
Because sometimes you could try to want to talk, but the other person ain't ready to talk. And now what are you doing? You're not helping.
Yeah, but sometimes in asking a man if, or telling them that you want to talk about something, the defenses go up right away because, it can't be good.
Why are you going to the man again? I just told you they're talking to the man.
I'm just saying, you're saying it. I think it's very admirable that you find a way to pre-warn or preempt the person that something uncomfortable or what might be deemed as uncomfortable is coming your way. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Right?
Yep.
But if you don't give any warning, may not be good. But if you give warning, it may not be good either.
Or it may not be bad. But we've learned, once again, because, I believe healthy relationship demands that you get past difficult conversations.
Yes.
I really, really believe that. So we've grown to that point where we don't know what's coming. I still have that little edge when she said, you ready for this? I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. Just like, I'm a regular dude. So I'm like, where's she about to go? But I've learned that we both have it working for us. And the truth is, couples need to figure out what works for each other. They got to know their spouse. Here's what the Bible says about believers. It says, know them that labor among you. Well, here's what else. You need to know the person who you lay with.
Coach, I'm gonna put you in the corner for just a sec. Let that sink in for a moment. We're gonna find out what's happening on the streets of Nassau. Got our eye in the sky traffic report, followed by more Free Your Mind on a Motivational Monday. 12 mistakes women make. It's coming your way right here on the Star 106 hit. Stay tuned.
First early Monday afternoon look at traffic. And Daryl.
See what Sean say? Let's talk is a whole ship moment.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, the ship might not sail.
Hey, and watch this. Because that is such a commonly established view by so many people, Empress, there is the opposite to that particular point is, I wish I had known.
I wish I had known?
Yeah. Hey, watch this. He never told me he wasn't satisfied. I wish she had told me something.
True.
Hey, I wish we had just, hey, watch this. I wish we had just talked about it. It's a reason why it's a reason why communication is in the top 3 reasons why people divorce. Communication is in the top 3 because we think we're saying or we wish we had said.
Yeah.
Or talked about.
Yeah, that whole idea of having uncomfortable conversations just don't sit well with the masses. It's like, you know what? I having a conversation in my head with you.
Yeah.
Right? But you ain't responding. Why aren't you responding?
Empress, you ever was talking to anybody and they talking, right? And you don't want to say it, but in your head say this dude think I stupid. Or this woman think I stupid. You ever had it, but you ain't said you even leave without saying it because you really would want to say it, or there are people who would want to say more, but they're like, you know what? I'm not gonna go there.
Hold on. All right, here we go.
Most hits all day.
Keep it locked.
Star 106 hits.
Star 106 hits. Welcome back. Free your mind on a motivational Monday. We're jumpstarting the work week with some real food for thought. 12 things that women do. 12 mistakes that women make in, can I say, relationships and marriages?
Yep.
Coach?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right, so let's hit it. Number
we're going number 2.
2.
Yeah, number 2. This one, and we're talking to the ladies today. We've spoken to the guys before, but let's dive into this. And here's the deal, Empress. I didn't make up this list. I spoke to guys. I spoke to some men. Number 2 is lack of intimacy. Did you hear? You see the spin I put on that?
See my head?
Lack of intimacy. Let me tell you something. It is, listen, intimacy done right from a woman makes a bad dude go good.
One more time for the people in the back.
Hey, listen, intimacy to a bad dude. You say that dude, he all over the place. But boy, listen, he'll turn good because of a woman. In other words, she connected with him like he ain't never been connected. Most men are only pursuing sex, but most men have never been given true intimacy that grabs them out of that jungle look of wanting everything to the point where they're like, listen, I need nothing else.
So when you say lack of, that's those that are withholding is what you're talking about.
Withholding, but here's the deal. They could be going through transaction. They could be going through transaction, but they're not going through the experience. Some women they've turned themselves off while they still give themselves.
You're trying to be so tactful in how you say it. I get you. Say it here. That's what you're trying to say.
And a lot of fellas, all they getting is seeing ya. Hurry up.
I tired. I done ain't sleep.
Yeah, you see?
He's cheering. All of these things just are mood killers.
Just hurry up.
Yeah.
Get over it. So now
I'm not connecting with you. Just do you, boo.
And so you freeing it up, but you're not really connecting anymore. And here's the deal. A lot of men run long with just simply getting it without ever having that experience that take them to the next level. And so here's the deal. Some chick will be like, how in the world did my dude go head over heel over that?
For that. Say it.
Yeah, how in the world?
Yeah, you have to say that with disgust. You ain't saying it right. That.
With that, right?
Yeah.
How in the world did my dude go head over heel over that? In other words, he gonna leave moi.
No, it's not that. It's that. And there's the answer.
There's an empress. That's a real deal. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. And so lack of intimacy, no real transaction happening at a deeper level. And you say, well, you know, watch this. I free it up to him all the time. No, it ain't about freeing up. You can get freeing up anywhere. Right? You can get freed up anytime. Let's go on to the next one. Number 3. Okay? Number 3. Financial disagreement. Financial disagreement is a big one. Not being open about spending habits. Now, here's the deal. There are a lot of
money.
Empress, there are a lot of women who got really bad spending habits. Now, here's the deal. Back home, right? The fella tell you straight up, my haircut is $15. Your hairdo is $100. My haircut is $15. Your haircut is $100 or more. So I okay with you getting your hair done, but girl, you have to budget that in, man. You just can't go get them nails on point and get them hair doing them lashes and then, hey, watch this. And you just getting your facial professionally done and you ain't got no wedding to go to. You ain't got no extra. Why in the world you getting your makeup done with no appointment?
Because today is Monday and I just feel like you know, I need a you know, a picker-upper.
But then watch this. That's the same chick who mad with the dude saying we've been married 10 years and we ain't know nothing.
Real?
Man, I come to her. My sisters them got apartments already and they got business on the side and you know they can go on vacation every year doing nice. And we've been married 10 years just as long as them and they doing so much better than we are doing. But here's the deal. If you go close, your sister doing her own nails. You check. You get closer, your sister ain't getting her hair done every weekend.
Nope.
You see? Nope. So now this financial disagreement. And here's the deal. Women are not always better with the money. There are guys who are sometimes better with the money. But if you, I came up and I've heard a lot of environment, just bring the money home to the woman. Just give the wife you know what I mean? I make the money, I give it to her. I make the money, I give it to her. And there are a lot of people who ended up in a bad state because that chick getting, oh man.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
You see this? So I talking women, listen, share this listen, everybody needs to hear this. Women, get your act together.
Yeah.
Me and Empress, we're gonna do Empress 2025. We're gonna do a in-person conference on we're gonna sit on the stage. We're gonna take real talk,
real questions.
Yeah,
real Q&A.
Real time. Let's go on. Watch this. Number 4, lack of trust. Lack of trust, not being transparent about your action. We're talking to women here. Now, I know women say, boy, you can't trust these men, but that's a little overrated. Kevon, tell them there's a lot of women. Boy, listen, watch this, Empress. You can't trust a man, but who's the man going with? He's going with a woman. He's going with these women who we say these men are bad on the island. But these men who are bad, how is it that they're attached to married women?
Woo! Lord.
Married women. You
Lord.
Know? So the lack of trust. He can't go to your phone. Hey, listen, any chick who got a side phone that her money you know about, wait, that's
and vice versa.
Huh?
And vice versa.
Yes, and vice versa. Listen, if there's a second phone, Your boo need to know about it.
What about account?
And if there's an account, here's another one, Empress. If you got to be deleting messages every time before you get in the house, cleaning out your phone, you heading down the wrong road. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, you're heading down the wrong, because you know what I like? I like technology, but now really the truth is I always said, but if I have to sneak in your phone, I won't be with you.
Right.
That's the real talk right there.
Real talk.
If I got to get up in the middle of the night, try to lock the restroom door to go look in your phone and
Peace.
stuff, and you know, it's ain't too much sun on the beach.
Yeah, man. If I can't trust you, I can't be with you, and it takes two to tango. All right. Thank you for that one, Sean.
Let's go to
All
number
right.
6. Let's go to number 6. Number 6, not resolving conflict in a healthy way. Watch this. Oh, watch this, Empress.
Back to Rowan. Okay, go for it.
We're going back to Rowan, but watch this. It's okay. It's okay. But you shut down for the whole week and you ain't get a fella, and you know he's a 4 times a week gotta do it. But you punishing him because listen, the truth is you ain't resolving the conflict right. You chastising him.
No, it ain't that. I ain't into no long talking. I don't talk, right? And you ain't hearing me, so it's cheaper I just be quiet.
So watch this. You're going to be quiet. I have no problem with you being quiet, but now you're starting to shun the intimacy factor that you know.
How you expect me to be intimate and I ain't talking to you, King? Huh? That's a see it here moment then.
Which is watch this. Watch this. You remember the intimacy part? Because now we're arguing, we have a disagreement, but you got to learn how to turn that. Oh, listen, disagreement was in the kitchen, disagreement was in the car, but when we get in the bedroom, that disagreement needs to come to a common acceptance.
Oh man.
But not resolving conflict in a healthy way, not addressing conflict in a timely manner, not seeking outside help. You know, we're gonna need to get professional help.
Okay.
I think that needs to be able to be said. We need to be able to get professional. Now, here's the deal. Anybody who's considering getting professional help, and one person say, well, yeah, I don't want to talk to nobody, that person is the problem.
No, it's I don't want nobody in my business. Get it right.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? I don't want anybody in my business, but here's the deal. We going down the wrong road, though.
Yeah, but especially in the Bahamas, though, Coach, everybody know everybody. It's a small world after all. Okay.
It is a small world after all.
And confidentiality clauses, for the most part, don't really exist. As much as we want to pretend that they do, they don't.
I agree with you to a big extent, to the point where most people who say we need professional help have elevated themselves to be professionals, right? Would you almost say anybody who would normally add that to the table normally is of an elevated thought? You agree with that? Now, well, here's what I would add to that. If there have become, if I believe you and I are significantly appreciative of each other at that level, that's why I'm really not big on the big wedding, and I'm really more on the big life. So somebody says, boy, you all let's go off twice a year. We ain't going off to Miami, or we going off to Orlando to go sit in the therapist chair where we off the grid, and we talking to somebody from Dominican Republic somewhere who is a specialist, but they, you know what I'm saying? They're in New York, they're in Miami, they're in Chicago. But if you professionally has acquired the skill and able to find, but watch this, we're going to go to Disney, we're going to try to go to New York, but we ain't doing well. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you're going to advance, make sure you advance with the foundation of your relationship in a good place. So use that money to get help. And get help overseas.
On that one too. We're going to take a quick break on that one, Coach, because we still got several points to make. Right here, you know what it is. Motivational Monday happening right here on your hit station. We're Star 106 Hits.
Logical conditions shouldn't define you at Cleveland.
Yeah, but you know, it's all for the gram.
Yeah.
Huh? We can travel and take them trips now and take plenty pictures and posts. but we're not well. Who cares? We look good.
Yeah. And
look-
listen,
we look good.
I teach this to Empress. Someone is assigned to help you. Maybe it may not be so easy to find the person who's assigned to help you, but they're out there. And then you have to have, or both persons have to have this trust factor worked on, where there are some people who just don't trust anybody. So now to open up is a part of what they're going through. So even before committing with each other, you got to ask yourself, hey, how okay are you with getting help? Should we need it? Should we need it?
Yeah. You mean as prior to?
Yeah, prior to, that's a big question. But even if you're already in, what do your views are about professional help?
I ain't into nobody in my business. How about that? Then what?
Then you need to try to figure out your exit plan, because if this thing keeps going downhill, it's going to take you downhill with it.
Here we go.
Save your car's engine. Stop by Muffler World on Mackey Street or Robinson Road. Have your car's oil changed in no time flat. Muffler World on Mackey Street is open on Saturdays, 8 to noon.
What number are we on now? 5?
We are number 7, actually.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Star 106 FM.
Yeah, we did number 6, number 7.
Star 106 hits. Welcome back. Free your mind on a motivational Monday. 12 mistakes women make in a relationship. Yes, ladies, it's all about us today. Of course, you would have caught us a few weeks back where we had definitely leveled the playing field and spoke about 10. I don't know how women got 12, but anyway, 10 things that men do. So, Coach, what number?
We are on number 7. Okay, we're on number 7, and we're talking about these costly mistakes women make. And I'm putting a unique twist on this. So if you're watching us for the very first time on Facebook, you want to go back and listen to them from the beginning. Number 7, Empress, is lack of independence. Lack of independence. This the chick who was independent but choose no longer to be independent because now she with her boo.
Man.
And she can't do nothing by herself no more. Come on, man.
I got a man.
Hey, not maintaining individual interests. Man, where your friends is, man?
Friends, I use my bestie.
Hey, where your friends is, man? Even, you don't remember the song? Even lovers need a holiday.
Sure.
A little time away.
Yes.
And some women, they hurt their relationship because, boy, listen, they all up on you.
Sticking plaster.
Huh? I know you've seen them once, and then they try to make it sound like that's
love.
That's love.
Yes.
2.0, right? Yes. But somewhere along the line, somebody there
is stifled.
Somebody there don't want the other person out of their sight.
That's not healthy though. But I do know, and seeing that close hand, and it's like the female in the situation made it look like, oh, that's just how in love we are. I don't want to separate. But then I found out later on that the dude was like, OMG.
Yes.
But wasn't, I guess, man enough to admit to her that he needed, give me a little space. Like, I'm going by my boy. Like, just ease up a little bit.
Yeah. And then don't call me 10 times in that.
No. Not call. Video call.
Video call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you better check in every 10 minutes with a video call.
Yes.
And then scan the room.
Who that is in the box? Let me see. Yeah, those.
You think people like that? There ain't no women like that, man.
Sticking plaster, I call them. Yes, like I said, I watched one very close up. And if it was, let's say, and you know what used to make it bad? If he's on a phone call and he has the phone to his ear, she's that close that she's able to respond to the things that the person is saying on the phone. Yeah.
Wow.
So he'd never have a conversation with just you. You have to know when you call him, it's you, him, and her. Always.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you see that? She once was by herself, but now she got somebody. She's all in. And he ain't have nothing independently of himself because the relationship has been built around this rapport. And then there's some people try to feature it as that's just how we do it.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us. But the question is how much Honesty is being given to both parties should they choose to, hey man, this weekend, watch this. This weekend I go into regatta with my sisters.
Without you.
Without you.
Yeah.
Empress, what? You going to what? Regatta? Without your boo?
In some instances that wouldn't fly. It ain't
In
gonna
a
fly.
lot of instances that wouldn't fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
But
right.
is that the difference between the man that runs his house and the man that runs around it?
Yes. Wow. You see this?
And that's real. That's a real sentiment right there. You want a daddy.
Yeah.
Like real.
That's real talk. Let's go to number 8, Empress. Number 8, not showing appreciation.
Okay, that's the girl who you get her the sandwich and don't come back with no drink. I know.
And she wants to throw the sandwich at you with a temper.
Oh no. No.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. I saw this. I saw this. Ladies and gentlemen, did I say I saw this with my eyes? Fellas, if I could surprise her with this car. Surprise her with this car. He pulled up with the car. She said, where you going with that car? Why I ain't driving no little car like that?
Lil.
I told you what car I wanted. You see? And I'm talking about, watch this. This ain't only, she said this to him. You would think that would be okay. In private, she said that with some friends around, which I was present to hear her say in displeasure, in her facial position. She didn't even put on the look like, I okay, Empress. Like, I like this for now. We're going to talk about this later.
No.
Where
You going with this little car?
Where you going with this car? And the fella said, man, this paid for, this for you.
That ain't
That
for
ain't what I
me.
told you I want. That's what the chick say. That ain't what I told you what I want.
What she was driving prior to this?
She was driving an American-made car.
And he bought a Japanese?
He bought her a Japanese-made car. Now, it was a nice, crisp car, you know, and it was paid for. But once again, she was ungrateful. Appreciate it. Watch this. I know another person, watch this, they got a duplex. The chick is mad and angry because they've been in the duplex too long. Why they ain't have their other house yet?
Okay.
Hold on. We ain't get to the house yet, but we do have one side rented. And we own this.
Right.
Empress, we own this.
You know what's hurtful about that, though, and I'll be honest? You'll hear men talk about that and describe that kind of woman, but they still together. She's still disrespecting him. She still speaks condescendingly to him. She still is unappreciative, right?
Mm-hmm.
They still together. How and why?
It's called a loyalist. These are people who have attachment syndrome issues. I was there. You almost don't know how to go. And the crazy thing about it is when that's not you, you don't see it's the chick who come to work, Empress, with the black eye, put on her shades, and you say, girl, you gotta leave that dude. He gonna kill you. Man, he love me, man. Right? You like, wait, you see love. Did you look in the mirror lately? There's nothing about love. She don't know how to leave. There are some people, male and female. I remember a dude, Empress, this was real talk. I remember a dude, right? Listen, everyone on our blocks knew that wasn't his child. He knew that wasn't his child to the point where he never slept with this chick and the chick told him it was his child.
I'll come off my life, yeah? What?
She was all up on him and just playing up on him. But when she got pregnant, she said it was his and he accepted that. Child came out nothing looking like him and he committed. And I ain't telling no stories. I'm telling you 100%. This fella didn't even get that.
Ricardo Miller, stop it. Stop it right now. If they had there was no intimate moment between them, how does unless he just hot up to have a child or no, he can't have none.
It's called, he's in denial, blinded by fact, and what's it all that?
Foolishness. Foolish. How is that possible?
Well, just you I don't know. I can't tell you in full because I'm not him, right? But probably Empress. She's gone so far with him and gave him such a thrilling experience, and his imagination has locked their experience into the point where they've done everything, but the truth is they haven't done everything. And that's where he was. He was that shallow. He was that locked in his head to believe. So my point is, there are some people who are not good at, they're not in their head, they don't have it well in regards to watching or identifying a relationship that's not good for them.
Okay.
That's really at the very core. I mean, to that level of abuse, that level of misuse, that level of behavior being accepted, it's out there. Okay. Now here's the deal. Everyone in the family said, every fellow on the street said, "But you don't out of here, baby. Stop playing."
Wow, I've heard it all now. Okay.
All right. Watch this. Number 9. This one is big for a lot of women. Not being flexible.
What, like swinging from the chandelier?
Not being willing to compromise.
Oh, sorry, pardon. I thought you meant doing the splits.
In that, if you could, why can't you?
Why don't you mean?
Or why don't you?
Okay.
Right? Being flexible, choosing to listen. Let's compromise. Watch this. Not being adaptable to change. No. We can't change. Some women don't even realize if you could sit down and draw up a plan, Empress, sometimes, you know this in construction, sometimes the property where the work is going on looks worse before it actually really is established as something amazing, right? And if it's a plan, here's the deal. If it's a well drawn out plan, they will tell you this property is going to look like a mess for a few weeks, possibly for a few months. But in the end,
But
yeah, in the end, this is going to come out. So sometimes I found that there are guys who are with women who aren't willing to see the renovation process.
I want finished product now.
And it needs to always look good.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you could be dealing with someone who has to go down before they come up. You see?
Well, that all falls under the folks that are ungrateful too.
It really does.
Yes.
It really does. Let's go on. Number 10, watch this. Not prioritizing quality time. Not putting quality time as a premier
A must.
goal. It's a must. Not making time for regular date night, not taking breaks from technology. You know how many women are just not giving the time to the relationship as well? And then the fellas drift off. Fellas drift off and get involved in their extracurricular activities, and the relationship now starts to find itself drifting apart. So you got to make sure quality time is put in there. Number 11, not showing forgiveness. Woo! Some chicks say, "I ain't never letting that go."
Huh?
I ain't never letting it go. That's a mistake. You can't.
Or I ain't apologizing.
Oh, I ain't apologizing.
No.
You know, for a chick to say "I ain't apologizing," but that's what? And you
You
wrong?
don't say it. She just ain't gonna do it.
No, but I even that's just, yeah, you're right. Okay. So not showing forgiveness. Now, you know that. They say, boy, women is hold on to stuff. Huh?
Yes.
Women
Yeah.
is hold on to stuff.
Ain't letting it go.
They ain't letting it go. Now, here's the deal. You ever see them just angry, can't smile no more, can't laugh no more? Hey, they in Paris and they can't even take a smile in a picture. You know, some women now are so angry, Empress, and they got a man. But watch this, they take picture more angry than the fellas now.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I went in a couple offices when I was home the last time. I saw some of them women who was coming through, but they was coming through like they worked for the Defense Force and the CID department and the prison department all in one. And they were their children.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the when I say the level of angry demeanor, I was like, woo, somebody got to stay home with you too.
Yeah.
That's a mistake. You know, like, come on, man, there needs to be some.
Hey, you know what's funny? I just saw something like that, right? the men, at least the one I'm thinking about in this particular situation, you know, he just attributes it to that's how she go, but you could tell, right, that he's so unhappy. You know,
Yes.
you say hi to his wife, she'll,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
she's not opening her mouth to say good evening, good afternoon to you. That's just how she is.
Crazy thing though is a smile is a beautiful thing, man. You know, it just shifts an atmosphere. Last but not least, Empress, not showing interest in his life, not showing interest in his life, what he's about.
What you
There's
mean, what
some
are you about? He's about me.
some women, they ain't going outside while he trying to fix the car.
To do what it hot?
Hey,
Oh,
what's
no,
it?
sir.
They ain't going to the lumber yard to just sit in the car while he's gonna try to fix a shed in the back of the yard.
No, child. Mm-mm.
Huh? He won't go to the dock, Portuguese dock, to get some fish. He said, man, I can jump in the car with you.
Oh, this thing.
Or watch this. He want to go off Montague and fishing, and you say, hey, man, I can come with you, but I can sit right on the side, eat a coconut or something like that.
To what? To what?
Because
Everything you
that's
do
his
is hot.
interest. That's his thing, and you want to connect with him with his thing.
Yeah, but he ain't connected. But when last has he watched an Element movie with you? Or possibly go to the ballet, the kids' ballet recital, or do the sip and paint? Huh? Talk to me now.
But this is one of those conversational pieces, okay? Hey, I'm going to go with some of your places. You're going to go with some of my places because we're going to close this talk out with both of us need to figure out how to serve each other with our interests.
Yes.
I really believe that. But listen, for the guy who liked fishing off the rock, let me tell you something. To have this girl, even if she's sitting in the car strolling, but she just there saying, babe, look, oh, that's what you caught. And she's snapping a short and she said, let me put it in the ice for you. Boy, listen, he got himself something, boy. And I ain't talking about the chick who don't want to leave him alone. I'm talking about the chick who's choosing to go, but that ain't really her thing.
Right. So you're talking about the set who go to the Super Bowl party too then? And don't know a lick about football.
If they're going for him and not because of an attachment factor that we talked about earlier.
Right, right.
If they're just simply, hey, if you want me to go, I told my wife that sometime. I was like, do you want me to go? Because I ain't got to go. you
Yeah,
know?
but just asking like that already tells me you don't really want to go. So I'm not going to force you.
And that's true. And she will say that sometime, but I'm like, hey, I don't have to go, but do you want me to go? She said, oh, yeah, I want you to go. I said, okay, let's go. Like because this is for her, because I could stay home. And then
and you'd rather stay home.
And it's not so, I've not had moments like where I just outright, but I go in someplace I don't want to go. It's really not like that. Because definitely both of us learn to honor each other. I was like, hey, you don't have to go if you don't want to go. And there are times she said, you don't have to go if you don't want to go, because we have moments where we really prefer not to be there.
Okay.
That's one of those things you learn. Hey, listen, I don't have to be in that environment no more with you. You could go by yourself.
Right.
Vice versa.
Right.
And both persons, we love each other, but where you going, I don't have to go.
And for me. All right. That's 12.
Yes, it's 12.
All right, we'll close this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I believe. You have to study yourself, your relationship, to ensure that moving forward, you're not doing something that is hurting your relationship and you say that's just the way it is. No, that's the way you have made it to be up to this point. So find out from your significant other. My closing point is, remember, the healthiest of relationships are the relationships that are comfortable addressing difficult topics.
Let that sink in right there. Right there. Thank you so much, Coach. As always, a pleasure. Good to have you back. And of course, folks, share this one. Let it be heard. All right. And top of the hour, 5 o'clock, we do it for you to drive at 5 on a Mood Monday right here on the Star.
A new line of tile. Sky series of porcelain. Comes in 4 colors.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, boss.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, that guy. That's why she always angry. Lord Jesus. Oh, a lot of mercy. All right, Coach.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Until next time.
All right, darling.
All right. Bye-bye.